Hey everyone, welcome back to 1000 Manga Recap. Last time, we left off with Wu-chan giving a massage. Now, we catch up with Huang, who's feeling like she's on cloud 9. An hour passes. Wu-chan leans in and asks, "What do you think, Your Highness? Doesn't the real world offer something beyond what the internet can replicate? So, I'll ask again, do you want to team up with me?" Huang replies with a mix of curiosity and skepticism, just as partners, friends? Why do I feel like you're chasing after me? Wu-chan chuckles softly, haha, real life isn't as straightforward as the internet. It's far more complex. But judging by your answer, I get it. You're in. Huang agrees cautiously, let's give it a shot, for now. I can't promise I'll stick around, though. Wu-chan nods understandingly, alright then, let's pause here. Get some rest. We'll talk more tomorrow. 45 minutes later, Xiaodai appears, clearly troubled. I'm sorry for causing trouble again, Mr. Wu, Xiaodai apologizes. Wu-chan embraces her reassuringly, Xiaodai, the Xiang family isn't just targeting you, but our entire company. And between us, there's no need for formality. Meanwhile, Su Qing calls urgently. Xing, it's late. Why aren't you asleep? Wu-chan asks concernedly. Su Qing explains anxiously, my dear, Wu Yurong and I were designing costumes and props for your new film when Tao Mening was poisoned. We need you back to sort this out. Got it, I'll head back soon, Wu-chan responds, hanging up with a grim expression. Seems like we've got both blessings and curses on our plate. Xiaodai, get some rest. Don't let this halt our film's progress. Wu-chan calls Huang immediately, anticipating her restlessness. Hey Huang, I know you're probably too wired to sleep. Let's get started. Huang, concerned, asks, what's going on? There's a life at stake. I need to rush to Donghai, so I'm counting on you to connect the dots on Sunlan Group, Jin Fu Group, and Tao Mening's poisoning, Wu-chan explains urgently. Tao Mening poisoned? How did that happen? Huang responds, shocked. Alright, I'll find out what I can. How can I reach you once I'm in Donghai? Impressed by her determination, Wu-chan replies warmly, you're not giving up on sleep and are coming to Donghai? Alright, Your Highness, I'll send you the address tonight. Don't call me that, Huang protests shyly. 3 hours later, Wu-chan arrives at the hospital and checks on Tao Mening's condition with Brother Lei. How's she doing? Wu-chan asks, concerned. Lei assures him, we got her to the hospital in time. She's stable now. We've been with her every step of the way. Wu-chan changes the subject, acknowledging Tao Mening's success in films and Lei's financial standing. Lei, you've got fame and fortune. You couldn't resist joining hands with Su Jinyuan, the former Jin Fu shareholder who poisoned Tao Mening because of a design coincidence by Qing. Outraged, Su Qing exclaims, Uncle Su has crossed the line. Lei vows angrily, he'll pay for this. Working with Lei Yu's enemies? I'll tear him apart. I've already set Wang Zhuang Yuan on him. Let's see what unfolds, Wu-chan responds calmly, leading the way. In a dimly lit room, Su lies in a weakened state. Wu-chan asked Little Highness, did you handle it as I instructed? Huang replied of course, besides, we were only talking about designs. I won't lose to anyone with my things, you can completely relax. We see a nanometer robotic syringe. Wu-chan injects the liquid in Su. Wu-chan administers treatment, stating firmly, Su Jinyuan, even without Su's final design, you're here causing trouble. You enjoy poisoning people? I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. Su cries out in pain, prompting Wu-chan to offer an antidote. Take it. From now on, every 2 weeks, without my antidote, you'll suffer unbearable pain. Don't mess with Su Qing again. Huang teases, you're ruthless. We see Wu Yurong and Su Qing both gets jealous and thinks this woman. She's being weird around him. At first, he even called her Highness. Wu-chan said to Ms. Yurong, you should go back first, I have things to tell Qing. Wu Yurong said alright, see you later. 1 hour later, Wu-chan's home. Su Qing asked my dear, do we need to give our new sister a set of pajamas? Wu-chan clarifies, Huang isn't a new addition. We're just friends. Huang says, that's right, we only met last night. Su Qing's thoughts wander as she observes, just last night, huh? Though I've known him for a while now. Huang says, hey. This woman suddenly looks victorious. You guys are all so strange. Wu-chan shifts focus, outlining their next moves to Huang and Su Qing, concerned about Lei Yu's retaliation and instructing Huang on a new program involving nanorobots. Makes sense, Huang agrees, eager to help. We'll track Jin Fu's movements and find the real culprit. Good. Let's get to work, Wu-chan says, appreciating her dedication. The lab here isn't as equipped as yours, but it'll do. Huang heads off, planning the program, while Wu-chan nudges Su Qing playfully, go ahead and start. I need some rest with Qing. Huang, annoyed, protests. Why does he get to sleep while I work? Am I your sidekick or something? Wu Chen laughs. You're too excited to sleep when there's work to do. Isn't that your thing? Su Qing ignores her, focusing on Wu Chen romantically. Let's sleep, my love. Let Huang do her thing. Huang, indignant, retorts, Hey! Who are you calling a sidekick? You used to call me your highness. Okay, Huang's busy now. Qing, what do you want to do today? Wu Chen redirects, avoiding the tension. Su Qing, affectionately, hints at their private time together, dressed provocatively. Master, the brothel swindled you. Please, have mercy. Wu Chen, teasingly, prepares to unwind. Nope, can't do that. I must punish you. The punishment starts. Huang is deeply engrossed in coding, her fingers dancing across the keyboard. Suddenly, a peculiar sound breaks the silence. She pauses, furrowing her brows. What's that strange noise? Curiosity gets the best of her, and she strides towards Wu Chen's room, muttering to herself, that old man better not be up to mischief. I volunteered to help, didn't I? Reaching his door, she hesitates for a moment before pressing her ear against it. Her face flushes crimson as she hears an unexpected sound from within. Embarrassed, she quickly retreats to her room, muttering under her breath, You little tease, thinking you can distract me like that. Poof. Get a move on, will you? Her thoughts drift to Wu Chen, imagining his voice softly commanding, Don't listen, don't move. Just focus on your work. She shyly throws the keyboard. And says now my brain is filled with all sorts of weird images, and I have to work for free. So annoying. The next day arrives, casting a subdued atmosphere. Wu Chen visits Huang's room, his presence breaking the quietude. Gently, he asks, Your Highness, have you completed the coding for the program? Huang replied, Next time I work, don't be that excited, this is killing me. He inquires with concern, Why do you look so downcast? Coding shouldn't be causing you such distress. Huang sighs in frustration. Next time, try not to hover so much. This task is draining, although, I managed to draft an installation program. The interface is simple enough, it only requires 2 people to set up. Wu Chen places a comforting hand on her shoulder, offering reassurance, You've worked tirelessly, little Huang. She playfully scowls, Who are you calling little? Moving forward, Wu Chen discusses plans with Su Qing, his tone serious and focused, Qing, we need to execute a full-scale operation on all of Jin Fu's stores. Lure Su Jinyan out for a discussion outside while inside, retrieve the jewelry and install the nanorobots. Su Qing nods in agreement, determination gleaming in her eyes, Qian, and I can handle this alone. Your strategy must be flawless. Before leaving, Wu Chen leans in to kiss Su Qing, murmuring softly, I must return to Modu. I need to prevent the Xiang family from exploiting us over Tao Mening's poisoning. Your Highness, let's go. 3 hours pass, bringing them to Modu. Xiao Dai, their assistant, stands poised with scripts in hand, ready to initiate the day's rehearsals. But Wu Chen intervenes urgently, calling out, Xiaoyi, hold on. Startled, Xiaoyi turns to him with wide eyes, Mr. Wu, what's wrong? Wu Chen's voice is calm yet firm, we can't risk Tao Mening's fate repeating itself with you, Xiaoyi. Relieved, Xiaoyi nods gratefully and pulls him into a grateful embrace, whispering, Thank you, Mr. Wu. With a gentle pat on her shoulder, he advises, You're on the verge of stardom now. Stay vigilant in every situation. This costume shouldn't pose any problems. Moving on, Wu Chen inspects scattered knife pieces with a discerning eye, my suspicions were correct. These shards were clearly meant to sabotage our leading actress's appearance. Gu Rui, his assistant, steps forward with concern etched on his face, Mr. Wu, we overlooked security measures in our last production. The Xiang family's operatives are not satisfied with minor gains, we must devise a strategy to root out the spies. Wu Chen calmly reassures him, the Xiangs haven't yet unleashed their most formidable weapon abroad. Falling prey to their deception twice would only allow more adversaries to infiltrate our ranks. Let's not fret too much, we simply need to remain vigilant and prepared. Enter Xiang Xianan, the second sister of the Xiang family, a formidable presence. She scoffs disdainfully, Go to Hong Kong? Do you expect me to accompany Bao Jinhui? Are you all still in elementary school? Isn't Wu more intriguing than both Bao Jinhui and Ding Ruilong? I'll trust you all one last time. But if you betray my trust again, don't blame me for coming back to exact retribution. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, Bao Jinhui commends Wu Chen, admiration evident in his voice, Absolutely, Brother Wu. Your vision for filmmaking surpasses that of seasoned directors I've encountered. However, it's disheartening to witness Hong Kong's film and television industry decline, hindering its growth. I had hoped to collaborate with you and make some profits, it's rather disappointing. Wu Chen responds thoughtfully, there are numerous avenues to profitability. Although we haven't collaborated extensively on this project, I have other plans in mind. Suddenly, Shinon contacts Bao, catching him off guard. Nervously, Bao stammers, "Miss Shinon." She cuts him off sharply. "Didn't you promise not to involve me in film matters after our last collaboration? What's changed now?" "I won't say more. I'll come by tomorrow to see what new developments you have." Uneasily, Bao confesses, "This is quite awkward, Brother Wu. It seems we may need to postpone filming." Wu Chen's curiosity is piqued. Is that person the Xiang family's second daughter? Bao visualizes her wrath. "Cut it out, or I'll burn this whole project to the ground." With a sigh, he admits, "Yes, she's been a thorn in my side since we were young." Wu Chen reflects, "We can't avoid what's inevitable. Since the Xiang family is so resolute, why not confront their opposition openly? It's better than dealing with covert schemers." That's precisely why I wanted to film in Hong Kong. Friends, this manga is over. Tomorrow we will start a new manga. Please vote what kind of manga I will explain. If you like my video, please share and subscribe.